problem about Diophantus that appears in a lot of number theory books, even though it could appear in an algebra book. Now we're going to let L be Diophantus's lifetime, and I won't go through all the poetic aspects of this, but it says the tomb tells scientifically the measure of his life. God vouchsafes, yada yada yada, and so God vouchsafed that he be a boy for 1/6 part of his life. Okay, now what does that mean? With L as his lifespan, that would be L over 6, right? So he's a boy for 1/6 of his life, right? That's this part right here. Now, when a 12th was added, he apparently pubesced, it appears right here. So let's add plus L over 12, right? Okay. So here he was a boy for 1/6 of his life. He reached puberty 1/12 of his life later. Okay. Now he kindled blah 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 after a 7th. So that's going to be plus L over 7, right? You know, again, this is referred to as a direct translation where L stands for Diophantus's lifetime. I prefer using descriptive variables rather than the blase X. Okay. Now, what do we have here? We're at, and in the 5th year of his marriage, he had a son. So that's just going to be a constant, right? So he was married for 5 years, so we have to put plus 5 years. And I don't think that's ambiguous. Plus 5. Okay. So he had a kid after 5 years. Okay, he had a kid after 5 years, and that's just how I'm reading this. You guys let me know. That's when he had his son. Now the child passed away after he had reached a measure of half of his father's life. Okay, so don't we have to add plus L over 2 here? I think that's half of half of Dad's life. Okay. Now what else? So after his son died, there's not much about his wife here, is there? But he lived another 4 years, right? Right? So all of this has to add up to his entire lifespan. So I'm going to put equals L. Right? Now, so what do we do here? So it looks like a good maneuver here would be to multiply everything in sight. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a pain. Let's see, what do we have? Gosh. Okay, so if we multiply by, looks like we have to multiply by 84, folks, right? So if we multiply, that maybe not the best way to do it, but 84 would be the least common denominator, right? 12 times 7 will absorb all these factors. So this may get a little out of control, so let's see how this goes. So if you multiply this by 84, 84 divided by 6, what is that? 6 times 24? No. What's 84 divided by 6? Does it even divide nicely? It should, because 2 is 84 divided by 6, 42 divided by 3. It's 14, right? So this will be 14L. It's arguable how if I'm doing this in the most efficient fashion, but we'll just keep going. So you have 14L right here. All right, now what else? So if you multiply this by 84, you get plus 7L. Trying to keep it small, folks. Keep it readable. Again, we're multiplying everything in sight by 84. Now this will be 84 divided by 7. What do we got here? Oh, that's easy, right? That's 12L plus 12L. Okay, 84 times 5. It would have been better to, well, I don't know. Let's do it like this. 5. I'll just keep going like this. So this will be plus 5 times 84 is 420. Okay, and then 84 divided by 2 is 42, so that's plus 42L. Okay, and then 4 times 84 is 336. Okay, plus 336. I'm probably making mistakes on the arithmetic here, we'll see. Plus 336. 4 times 84 is 320 plus 16, which would be 336. And finally over here at the right, we get 84L. Okay, so we get 84L right here. Y'all, it's 84L. All right, now let's see if we can manage to collect like terms and figure this thing out. So, all of this adds up to 21, 33, 77, right? 77. So y'all, again, 14L plus 7L is 21L, 33L, 77L. Okay, so I'm going to subtract that. Let me come over here, folks. I'm going to subtract 77L from 84L. And so we'll get that this is equal to 7L on the right-hand side. I'm just trying to keep it positive, right? So we have 7L. Again, folks, 14 and 7 is 21. Being neurotic here, 33. 33. Oh, that's, sorry, 14 and 7 is 21. 21 and 12 is 33. 33 and this is 75. So this should actually be 9L. Okay, 9L. Okay, right here, 9L. I think I got that right, folks. And now all we have to do is just add up the value of all these constants here. So this would be equal to 420 plus this, which is 756. Okay, now 756 divided by 9, it's 80 something, right? It's 80 something. 9 times 80 is 720. Oh, wow. Okay. This implies that L is equal to, let me just come down here, folks. I'll just write down the steps here. So you'd have 756 over 9 is equal to L. And that's some easy arithmetic, I think, folks. It's a miracle I didn't make a mistake because I was looking, I know the answer, of course. It's 84, but this is equal to 84. Okay. which was the question. But there's a lot of other questions you could answer. Like, for example, how long would it take him to reach puberty? Assuming he grows a beard after he reaches puberty. 84 divided by 6 is 20. Is 14. Plus 2 is 16. Wow, okay. Yeah, you can grow a beard when you're 16 years old. Anyway, the question is, L, what is his lifespan? And that is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, you bore with me through that whole thing. Some people would prefer just to write this as a fraction with a common denominator. I don't know. You're paying the price somewhere. You have to know that 84 is the common denominator. You can keep the fraction. Perhaps that's easier. I just chose to multiply through by 84. And again, I'll write this down. The LCD, the least common denominator, is equal to 84. And you can think of that in terms of prime factorization if you want, because 7 is not present in any other denominators. 6 is present in 12, so we don't have to worry about that. 6 is a divisor of 12, so 7 times 12 is the least common denominator. And there's the original problem, cut and pasted from Charles Vanden Eynden's number theory book. Okay, that's a scan of that. And so, good old Diophantus, way before modern medicine, apparently lived to be 84 years old.